But that I would put it somewhere.
Boom. There. Now from here, I'm going to have to stay. Because if I step out, I'll lengthen myself too much.
Yeah.
So if I'm stepping in just with the right, I'll have to stay there. If, on the other hand, if I step in on the actual parry, and then step in again on the pommel, boom, I can afford to step out because I've shortened the distance by another half step. So you can either go one step in, or you can go 2 steps in. But if you only go 1 step in, you can't retreat with the cut. Okay?
That makes sense.
Yep. Distance. Ronda. That's it. Get your measure. Now, when you make the head parry, make sure you actually make a positive parry. I'll show you a little bit exaggerated what happened there. When he made the cut, he made the parry here.
Yeah.
Now, if he had been powerful enough, he'd have powered through and gotcha. Make sure that the parry is not only in front of the body, but actually physically above the head.
Okay. Yeah.
Now, a way of determining whether it's too high or too low is to pick a point in space and look straight at that point in space, absolutely straight, and bring your sword up and raise it up slowly and raise it down slowly. Now, when you can clearly see the sword in your peripheral vision, or in your vision, looking straight ahead, when you can clearly see the sword, it's too low. This isn't a head parry, because even though it's in front of the body, it's completely covering my head. Once, staring straight ahead, the sword totally disappears from your peripheral vision. It's too high, and now it's vulnerable to slip-offs. The ideal position for the head parry in terms of high and above and in front is when looking straight ahead, you are just aware of the sword in your peripheral vision, but you cannot see it clearly, yet you can see it. That's the ideal height. The other thing about head parries, keep the quillon above the shoulder of the sword arm. Putting it here, you're going to be taking the parries with the weak portion of the blade. You don't want them way in here, because one of these days, it's going to slip off over the quillon and hit you in the hand. But as long as your quillon is above your shoulder, it will take your parry in the portion of the fort where you have the greatest amount of strength and leverage. Okay, if you'd like to continue, please.
5 times as much as that.
Boom. Whack. If you really wanted to get into nasty, you wouldn't pass through. Then it would become a Durchschlafen